Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
Aw, come on.
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Sand King. Dire team pick. Earth Shaker. Dire team pick.
Witch Doctor.
Radiant team pick.
Lena.
Dire team ban. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Reserve time.
From the more serious ones. I don't know, the offlaners are pretty good. Probably a Brood Mother. We saw one Brood Mother game.
Yeah, that's a disgusting hero.
Brood Mother.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to piece together the 5-man comp.
Yeah, I love pretty much every offlaner that is played.
Well, we got yeah, the Lifestealer and the Weaver, like Dakota said. There's Mason heroes targeting out Mason's comfort picks. All he's got left really is be a
What
Sven.
if we apply the rule in a year from now on that you can only ban one hero from each player? You can ban position 1 hero, defend position 2 hero.
What if
That sounds
multiple
like-
heroes can be played in multiple roles, like now?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds like
that's
some
true.
Riot Games nonsense that you're trying to come up
That
with
was
right now.
my point.
This is unfair discrimination. You are targeting one person. That is bullying.
Unfun. Remove mana burn. Remove slows.
That's the thing. That guy didn't get the concept that it is fun to screw somebody over. That guy, his whole mana burn thing, he was like, you don't really get any pleasure out of like you using it, you know? It's like, it's only detrimental to the other player's experience. That's the point. Me screwing over the other player is what really gets me off.
Whoever came up with that concept, he was definitely bullied as a child.
And talking about the bullies,
Reserve time.
and
Nice job.
Reserve time is 5. Radiant Reserve time.
Poker's the real. You're forced to fight into Bristleback in 20 minutes for all of these towers and actively push into that hero as well. So Invoker protects against a lot of that.
And it is the riskier pick because not a great matchup against the Lina. Invoker has no wave clear. Lina's just going to constantly shove out your lane. And then at that point, you're going to be forced to go into the jungle.
I think the Weehawk Quaswex Invoker here would be
yeah, that's what I want.
pretty good,
Yep.
but nobody's ever done that besides Weehawk, right?
Yeah.
Like that is,
But if
like that's pretty rare. I can't think of anybody else who has such a signature style on one hero that nobody's ever copied. At a professional level.
Does he still do like the Vanguard and everything too, or is that
Not anymore,
He just,
that
he
was
just
the old
continues to
thing.
innovate on the Invoker.
He just took out the Vanguard.
Innovative Invoker.
He did go the Maelstrom, though.
Yeah, it's the
show
Maelstrom
me
Quaswex.
the invoker. Let's see spells.
Nothing yet.
Nice.
Bathroom players.
Well, if he goes for Exort, having a Bounty Hunter will have higher impact. If he goes for Sunstrike, they have much kill potential with that. Shuriken is a lot of damage, so these Sankings, Disruptors are pretty.
There's not a lot of great
easy.
setup.
Yeah,
Early on, the Alacrity has higher impact for Gyrocopter because it's damage increase over the attack speed.
Looks like the bathroom's not going to take too long, and we are going to get right into it here.
Just like just looked more like Eric Cartman bathroom than
What?
the actual bathroom, or he didn't even wash his hands probably. He could
Are you saying that somebody's just sitting there
Yeah,
with a bucket
yeah.
and he just goes?
Definitely.
So you're saying Swindles is Cartman and Chef Josh is
Chef
his
Josh is
mom?
right there.
Josh!
I need to go.
Change out
Bring
the
me
bucket.
the bucket! Oh god. Hey, well if they get the
Gotta
TI,
go to TI.
Now just imagine, you remember the TI 5, the Angry Beaver face that Swindles made?
Yes.
Imagine that face.
All right, so
it's an Exort invoker.
Yeah, it is. Quaswex.
Quaswex,
not just for
Exort
the
Invoker,
aggression,
huh?
but also the tornado EMP. We saw how effective it is versus the Lina and the laning phase matchup, but it's also
30
very effective.
seconds.
Another
to back.
Sunstrike.
That's kind of why I wanted to see it, but it's obviously much more natural in this patch to have this.
his only real good setup is like the Earthshaker Fissure. Other than that, you know,
Lucky
Dr.
Cask.
Cask, it's not that reliant. He's gonna get two heroes next to each other. The Cask is gonna bounce back
So
and
the share of
forth.
Sunstrike damage not good. You really want to have full Sunstrike damage on one target.
The pure
battle
damage is pretty effective
begins.
versus Bristleback, at least.
Siegfried going to give her a high five back to the lane. Is she going to wait for the courier? Do either, looks like. All the way through the lane instantly.
He's Bulba doing the body block, and if you're doing the body block, you might as well grab the courier items for laner. Siegfried knew there was no chance.
So he'll head all the way top, it looks like, to start by giving a bit of an advantage for Moo here in his potential matchup against Forev's Batrider.
Kind of want. Oh, he's gonna black first.
get in that harass.
Well, at least the lane's gonna push.
Yeah.
I thought about maybe homing missile first.
That is the
What's
Kinchin
the mana
build.
cost on level 1 homing
I
missile?
think it's 110. 120. Ugh. Jesus.
A lot. It only goes up from there.
Throw out 3 of those. Oh no, it's 2. Maybe 3 by the time it hits.
Well, Swindles will be very happy with his lane. It's not a kill lane. Right? Disruptor, Glimpse back, into Bristle back, Quills. It's not really a thing, right? So you should always be able to just TP.
Well, if you get low through harass, there always is that possibility if he misplays.
Yeah, sure. That's true of every offlane, though, right? If you misplay, you can die, but you shouldn't against this lane.
I think the threshold's probably like a little higher than you would expect.
I imagine Swindle will lead in having a decent time here. But what up for Rev? He's still able to kind of get 5 CS already under his belt in this matchup. I imagine the Bat Rider, if he's left kind of in more of a one-on-one against the Gyro.
Watch bottom. Swindle's gonna pop his mango for the... Oh no. I thought he was gonna pop the mango for the Fisher kill on the creep.
Nah, he'll be able to take the wave all the way back. Bounty Rune's going to be there for Dubu, and a race to Rune at the top lane has led to a chase onto Demon here. Bulba follows it up with the Burrow Strike. Oppin should be able to hit it home, but no, the Coconut stops him in his spot, and it's going to be Z-Freak who actually claims the first blood. Now Z-Freak is able to slowly chase down Ben as well.
This reminds me
Fearo's
of
got
Game 1.
Sunstrike. Do it, Fearo.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, no.
Unfortunately, not quite there to get him up and Bulba will show up. Sound will be used. Well, Z-Freak though is able to get participate for some first blood action here. And he'll rotate Belly back up, grab a Bounty Rune for himself, so a nice little start for him to be able to make that impact in the early game. And this is really some basic stuff, your classic 2-on-2 kind of a mid lane with some occasional rotations. They like to just kind of trap each other for the runes and try to make plays happen off of that. And mid laner or off laners here are just kind of playing their lane safe. You know, not looking to kind of get caught out by anything. Not that there's too much potential here between Dubu and Mason to even get a setup.
I'll take that.
It's going to be a good time for Swindles here.
They need to be careful not to overextend on the bottom lane, especially when Shaker gets level 4, level 5. With the combination of Sunstrike, they can get
Okay, well, it's actually Swindle running all the way forward. He's going to use the trees to run all the way up and through. Mason could try to hit him with some quills, but he's not going to bother chasing away at Swindle too much, I imagine, if he's trying to focus on his CS game.
Yeah, if Mason was a little closer to Swindle right there, that's very possibly a kill.
Is there never a case where you're in a situation where...
No way! Are you kidding me? He pops one and TPs after the glimpse. It's not even close.
No, if he's closer and he chases him down and he saves Glimpse for the TP.
What?
He had like 2 or 3 quill stacks on him.
You're crazy, Charlie.
There's some offlaner bias here.
I'm just telling you what, like, if I died to that lane, I would be ashamed, you know? Like, that what I mean is, like, you should not die to that lane.
You shouldn't, but a lot of things
Or
shouldn't happen.
are you just like, Swindle Melons will find a way? Is that what you're saying,
Come on,
Charlie?
man. No, I'm not throwing shade at Swindle. He's played really well this series.
He has.
Oh, move for Firo here. Bulba leading in, set up from the smoke play. Dubu's also getting in on the action. And this should lead to a swift takedown. Firo really has no place to run. And suddenly DC are going to be able to get their mark on the board.
What a kill stealer. Did you see that Dragon Slave? He
I'm
did
okay.
it on purpose.
I'm okay with it. DC knows who their breadwinner is.
Accidentally on purpose.
I mean, is it a problem, huh? You got a problem with Lina getting the kill?
How
You want to give credit to the support because they're the one who took the initiative getting the smoke?
how is he under leveled against Firo? Did I miss something?
Abed?
Oh, I guess he was out of lane for a really long time when they chased.
Yeah.
That's why. So I was looking, it's like, he's still level 4 and Firo's level 5 and they just killed him.
A sound
Radiant Courier
strategy.
goes down as well. Freak gets a nice pick on that on the top lane. And is already rotating over. Abed is very far forward in his positioning. Demon's going to get things started. Throws out the coconut. The Sunstrike could be there as well, but Abed runs to the other side, but it doesn't matter. Will end up going down. The follow-up. Bulba TP's in. Dubu's like, I'll drop a kinetic field and run the other way.
I do like this different look from Dubu this time around. He's moving around with Bulba rather than just staying static in his own lane.
I think they should share more than gold early on for the modes, for the upgrades modes, so we can get the items.
Boots maybe. Boots maybe.
Dire's bottom tower hopes
I mean, you
for
always
aid.
have that Bulba, greedy Bulba, evil Bulba. I need to buy myself a boots.
Yeah, you're right. It's usually that if you buy boots first, you upgrade courier,
You should.
and then the 5 position can get his boots.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. No Gale can
Top lane. Gonna be forced to dish out the call down and then turns around and barrages Bulba apart. Forev trying to get on it. Lines up with Demon, the coconut, stuns him down. Dubu will still be able to get the finish on the move, but this could turn into 3 kills if Demon can do it. Can't quite move in close enough for the last right click without too much tower damage, so he'll pull off. Turns into a 2-player trade, and we're not done yet. Abed gets the finish onto Z-Freak. That was in the middle lane right here. Looks like Abed has dished out his Laguna debut.
This Voodoo Restoration pick up by the Witch Doctor. See a lot of Witch Doctors go for just a 2-0-2 build, the higher levels in Maledicts, because it's such a powerful ability right now, but his
Dire's
pickup of
middle
the value
tower
Voodoo
is
Restoration
learning to
is super
fear.
good this game.
There's a lot of, like, Bat Rider is a hero that doesn't really burst you down. He's going to burn you down over time. Voodoo gets more value out of that.
Jimmy has 1k gold. It's really farmed.
Smoke movement here from DC. Long, rounded approach. Forev does he? Now he does. Didn't have the point into the lasso, but now an arcane rune lasso could be coming their way.
We got a big stuff.
And they will right it. And after Burrow Strike does conclude, they will stack on top of it with the lasso. He is able to go into the Ghost Walk though, but they have the dust ready, and Dragon Slaying will help get the finish. And picks that one up, and the
Tower
game
is
goes
under
in.
attack. Dire's structures
Dancing outside a bit.
is on the wing.
Still not level 6 yet, but
I'll take that.
looking to see possible opportunities here.
Where did Swindles use his Echo?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. It may get stacked.
Oh, he's going to commit in for it with the call down Rocket Barrage. That will do it. But yeah, I'm looking at Swindle here. He's got a cooldown of the dunk, and I don't remember hearing one, so... Sure. Might have been a miskill opportunity or a misclick.
ROTK. Echo Slam maybe.
We got a big Ancient stack with Alacrity on Gyrocopter, and he's got maxed out Black Cannon. They can clear through that pretty quickly.
Yeah,
Most Gyrocopters can't do Ancient stacks that efficiently anymore.
is there any stacks for Bristleback?
For Bristleback?
No, there isn't. Not
negative.
ancient.
No ancient stacks there.
No stack.
Not strike after a rocket?
Oh.
If it did though. CC,
Well, it was a hard one.
Radiant's bottom tower
Get a
is
stun strike or a
fading
stun target.
fast.
Good point, Lacoste, yeah.
The sarcastic humor is it's really something special. Nice
Yep.
and ripe.
You know, on a non-negative note, I do want to highlight how well Jimmy stepped up his game, just like not this series, but the last one as well. Been doing a lot of work,
Good job, Jimmy.
and it was like when he got
Was that a sarcastic?
Look, what
No,
the
no,
hell
no.
is
Jimmy's
that, dude?
playing really well. I'm not sarcastic this time.
Okay.
Just the aura of you is so overwhelming that you clapping sounded sarcastic.
No, Jimmy is playing well. He played well the previous game.
Like when he was kicked, like there was this. Okay, we got it.
Yeah, movement in from DC. Instant Laguna onto Hero. Maldic is going to find connection on the Bulba, and they'll have to settle their lasso
Jinx.
onto Demon. Demon is going to be going down first in this fight. Sunstrike finds connection onto Forev. He'll be going down. Now they're looking to go with Bulba. Bulba dead. Makes it a 2-for-1 trade.
Dire's bottom tower
Fortunately,
is
as they
under
swept
attack.
in, Firo in a good position to avoid a lot of the trouble. He does eat the Laguna, but simply walks up to the high ground and avoids the gank.
Jimmy tries his best this game because of the kick, so he plays better.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
That's what I was getting to. Like when they kicked him originally, it was because they had like there were issues with maybe how much dedication he had at that point. And I think it's become very apparent that Jimmy plays better or tries harder
When he is kicked.
when he has something to prove.
Yeah.
When
There's a big difference between popular Jimmy that loses dedication and last chance Jimmy. Last
Dire's
chance
top
Jimmy is
tower
like,
under
Jimmy you
attack.
want to play with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his history. I remember there was like EG games he missed because he wanted to go to the gym and stuff. You know?
well, gotta get
when
swole.
he went to the Philippines and played UCNC, they came down on bottom. That's a really good setup for him.
Throwing the ball off, but Swindles goes for round 2, stepping in with the dunk. The call down also there. Bulba diving in down south. They will get the chase and get the finish. The Moo also goes down. Mason able to make it away before the fissure does come out.
Dire's
It's going
top
to be a
tower is
1-for-1,
under
but the
attack.
Moo going down on complexity side makes it a bit more sweeter for DC.
Yeah, Maledict's really good, but
When he went to TNC in the Philippines, like he was the
Dire's
captain,
top
took
tower
all the burden
is
was on him. He had all the
experienced
responsibility. So he stepped it up.
do you think Jimmy would have
Dire's top tower is under attack.
would have been able
It fights
to,
for its life.
let's say, qualify for TI if he had chose to go with his original team when he was going down to South America instead of Southeast Asia?
Oh.
Remember that?
No, I don't think so. I mean, let's be real. He had some real talents on TNC. Raven, all those guys. I think he had players that played well within that Olympic meta.
He also matured a lot in real life. Settled down. He's got a lady. I could do a lot to you. Maybe the hands
She's
your
a-
Dota game.
I think she's super good for him. Like
Oh, yeah.
she
Dire's
compliments
top
him
tower
really
is
nicely.
under attack.
He's got a good balance in the game now, and in real life, we'll see that if it's
Dire's top tower
going to
has
be
fallen.
something that will
The
contribute all the
earth
way to
seems
TI.
relieved.
So if you want to get good at Dota, join
Get
the
laid.
team, get a lady.
Get a lady and a
Dire's middle
spouse.
tower is under attack.
I know it feels bad, man, right now. Never gonna be a pro player. Can't get a lady.
Can't get a girlfriend.
Dire's middle tower is learning to fear.
That
Maybe-
attitude.
Maybe that's why Bulba hasn't found that much success.
Oh, Jesus Christ. God damn it. He's about to lose this game, Charlie. He's about to get knocked out of his spot for
Hey,
TI, and you're going to kick him there, too?
This
Jesus
game's not
Christ.
over yet. This game's not over yet, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. He could make it to TI, and with all that money, you could just buy a lady.
Dire's middle tower is
He'll come back
learning
around and
to
return
fear.
investment. We'll see, though. Goodbye. Bulba being scouted.
Dire's middle tower has
First
been
time I
denied.
wanted to say the same joke as you, Dakota, but ended up not saying it because I thought it was appropriate.
I'll
What?
take that.
Buy a lady.
Okay, it's not violent.
That's sexist, Dakota.
You can buy whatever.
Buy a
whatever
man.
he
Yeah,
wants.
it's your money. I mean, you can buy whatever you
Buy
want.
whatever you want.
Are we just condoning slavery right now? Buying people?
Yeah,
All right, you can't buy anyone. All right, but he can probably try to buy some temporary happiness. All right, I'll leave it at that.
So you're saying a woman is a temporary happiness?
I didn't say the woman. I said he can just buy some temporary happiness, whatever that may be.
Yeah, we should stop, bro.
yeah, let's move away from slavery and go to drugs, guys.
That's
I
what
didn't
this
say
hub is
drugs
up there,
either.
all
You guys are
been
putting
about.
words in everyone's mouth here. Drugs are bad.
There's the Alacrity clearing. Speaking of drugs, they've got a hopped up gyrocopter
Yeah. Just went
clearing
through,
through ancient stacks. Oh,
straight
God.
to Halberd, but bottom lane where he's going to have to get in attendance here. We have Stackstorm committed down below with the retreat out. Forev is going to try to take a package with him. Grabbed a hold of little Swindle here, but he gets flipped back to the other side. Sunstrike just a bit off its mark, trying to go for Dubu, but Dubu is spotted under that track and eventually will get torched up by Moo. The rest of the DC squad hasty on their retreat, still being spotted out, but Polar on the prowl here. Swindle looking to lead in from behind the tower. Mason wants to stay around here.
Well, he is really tanky, and it was only Dubu that died. Meanwhile, Bulba's getting space up top. I'll bet pushes mid.
That was a pretty big mistake there from Swindles. He tried to go for the enchant totem stun on the Batrider to move forward instead got lassoed. If he hits that stun, they get the kill on Batrider and then a whole very likely. Because that was kind of a win. They were overextended, and they also had a hero pushing in mid and a hero pushing in top lane. So they only gave away a disruptor for that. That's quite good.
Top tower is feeling its mortality.
Unfortunately, a bit awkward there for coL.
I'll take your
I mean, Moo was able to make it away. He had to drop down the call down to get out, but I like the clever, quick smoke turnaround, but unfortunately for them, Forev was in a pretty good spot to be able to just spot out the gank and Firefly away.
Seems like Bulba spent some of his money on his own pleasure because that Blink Dagger is coming up late for him.
You can say the same for Forev, though. He went drums first, so we're not going to be seeing a blink for him for 20 minutes, something like that.
Well, Bulba is nearing his, maybe 500, 600 gold away.
Oh. Move for Z-Freak. They actually got him with the dust. He'll turn around and get the extra move speed.
Bounty Hunter picked up a bottle at the early stages because he is the real bounty hunter. He was just picking up those runes, getting the XP. Nice item to have actually. Doesn't need any other mana region items.
And your hero's already slow enough when it comes to rotations to what you accomplish. Oh, bottom!
Look, hard move in. It is going to be a lot of pressure onto Mason. Hit it with a fissure, and then the smack on the back coming out should get it in. But a bit also going to get the finish onto Z-Freak at that same moment. Across the world up here. Back below though, still action breaking out. Swindle in a bit of trouble here. Thunder Strike, but here comes Firo and Demon. Look at his zone back for Ev. Can they catch him with Tornado? They can't. Shift down low, and Abed will begin to sweep in. A bit low on mana though. Good flips back. This one for Demon. It looks like they should be able to get a few right clicks. Can he get denied? No. Abed will be able to pick that one too. It's another charge to his Bloodstone. Bulba eats one.
Yeah, I was about to say, good thing he popped that shrine. Yep. Died, lost his blink dagger.
Good survive there. This one's close though, guys. Less than 1k advantage for Complexity at the moment. Back and forth.
Whose late game do you like better?
Well, this Bristleback doesn't have much items at the moment. What is he sitting on?
Got the Hood and Soul Ring Vanguard.
He needs more items to be effective on this game.
I think Complexity has the better late
Gyro Invoker.
I think
Plus
Invoker
Urging.
does out. Despite, you know, Lina and Quap being super impressive late game, I do think it still beats them out. Then Gyrocopter is probably superior to
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
yeah. And then I think the supporting cast is better for Complexity as well. Outing the bounty hunter, obviously. But Witch Doctor is quite good late game because Maledict and Curse Shaker is very, very strong.
Yeah, but if this game drags, let's say, past 60 minutes, what do they have for a Bristleback? Bristleback goes 6 slotted.
Or should they can get a
Radiant structures are fortified. They require time.
I think past 60, like, you go to the super late game, and DC's sinking, they start getting really far, then they actually but I would say, like, 40, 55, that area.
I would be incredibly surprised if even past 60 minutes Dubu has
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sorry, I meant 600.
Okay, there we go.
600.
600 minutes Dubu picks up.
Bounty
his
runes are
enemies.
worth 2,000 gold apiece, you know? Dubu just has to pick up 3 of them, he's good.
Scan from Radiant right in front of the Roche pit actually reads positive, but it's a smoked Complexity team who are beginning to wrap up towards the top lane. It looks like Forev is in quite a bit of trouble. Spotted out under that track. They'll set it up with a Fissure Blink in and get the extra bit of money. This one goes to Swindle. He is that step closer to finishing out. Looks like the 4-staff next. going back a bit to the note of the bounty hunter Lacoste, you said something about the bottle and how it's a great mana item. Do you think, I know we don't see many bounty hunters really anymore, but that means they will be mostly shying away from going the kind of the Greaves build up?
Yeah, I'm not feeling that build anymore.
I guess which doctor you have on your team is
Solar
heal.
Crest, maybe a Force Staff, just some out of focus, Lotus Orb.
Dyer's
I mean,
bottom
Bottle is
tower
good,
hopes
for,
for
I
aid.
mean, he's just
I
running
foresee the
around,
Radiant's
even if
top
he dies,
tower
he takes
falling
some room,
shortly.
because he's always there in the enemy form.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dyer's bottom tower is no more.
Missed out on a deny on their own tower.
No, coL did right here.
Solar Crest now complete for Mason. You're very rapidly approaching the maxed out bristleback. Level 15, you got 225 HP, Solar Crest, a lot of magic armor. This is one of the peaks of bristleback. He remains very relevant for probably another 50, but after that he does start dropping.
Then you gotta do what you're looking at a lineup on complexity side that scales better overall throughout the game, and this is a big power peak for you for at least 15 minutes. Let's do it. Moment might have just spotted out Secret. It looks like it's from dusk. The two of them are going to go to work. Stun's there, and basically
Radiant's bottom tower is fading.
now DC move inside the Roach Wing. It's quickly Sunstrike by Heroes, so of course
The pace
Complexity
of
are
battle
ready to this, but
quickens.
be down a man. So their chance of approaching might be, I don't know, Swindle, Blink, Dunk. Can't help themselves, it looks like. They're going to begin to head over, but it's going to be too late to stop the Roach. The Roach is going to go down. Are they still going to commit in? No. Throw a tornado and do a 180. But, okay, that was close. He went in, couldn't lasso, then dusted afterward.
That's the power of Bristleback right there. He's both the hero that lets you do Roshan very quickly, and he's the hero that prevents the enemy team from fighting into you. Right? Like, they were going to, but I think it would have gone badly for them. Fighting into Bristleback is incredibly tough at this point.
All right, so if you're Complexity, do you just farm and avoid fights altogether during the duration of this Aegis, and knowing that you just kind of can continue to be a bigger problem in the later game? I mean, they'll farm, but the problem is they get caught farming. Ooh, close to that Roche area still, doing the Ancient Camp, is now going to get hit up. Boba leading in with the stun. Perev locks him as follow-up with the lasso, and as a cherry on top, drop down his own call down at the back end of that one. Now, Perev trying to blink in and get a hold of
Dyer's
Swindle,
middle
but
tower is under
was able to
attack.
pop out.
Gyro's not ready to fight. Neither is Invoker. So, yeah, I think coL have to try and avoid
Dyer's
fights.
middle tower is under
Teammate
attack.
forces
No gale can snuff the flames.
May actually go high grounds.
Dyer's middle
Gyro's
tower
down.
has fallen.
They got
Tree shall never
as well.
They should take tier 2 towers before committing. They just want to build up the advantage. Just use the Aegis so Complexity
That's
can
for me.
defend those.
What does the Invoker have right now?
Your Invoker has just the Axe here. Looks like he's going to be going for the Blink Dagger next.
I foresee the Radiant's top tower falling shortly.
They'll have time to build up, as you mentioned. They'll still have to go through tier 2s. They can make that first breach into the base, secure tier 3, go back for shrines. It's a lot of money for DC, but time is available to Complexity to still work with heroes. This a lot will be coming down to how they decide to itemize this a bit. Going Yasha, Black King Bar to be finished on Moo. Do you think that's good enough for him to be able to get it in? Is that what you mentioned that he was going to be waiting for, the BKB?
Yeah, I think there's very little. Like,
Tower is under attack.
we'll deal with the Bristleback, but he does still have an issue with Bat Rider, Sand King, Bro striking as well. Laguna Blade.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. His shell and Radiant's top tower has
Trades
fallen.
happening both sides here. Hero listed for the tier 1 mid, and DC obviously have made the move for the tier 2 top. Trying to get a hold of anything. Forever been coming up a bit short on trying to get these catches. Maybe Complexity have just been that much faster, but again, can't really make it away.
Radiant's courier is with us no more.
Back in the other direction.
Radiant's
Radiant
top
Courier.
tower is
No.
under attack.
Good snipe right there. It looks like from Z-Free.
Swindles really likes this Yule Scepter pick rather than Force Staff.
I thought it was actually going to be a 4-step, but
Against Disruptor, it's good.
Yeah, for sure. But I just think it's like this constant trend with him. I think he just really likes. It's good, but it's also.
yeah,
With
definitely.
this build on treads, you don't have a whole lot of mana to work with on. It's all based around the Soul Ring. I think it's part of the regen. Super valuable.
Gathering of DC here. It looks like we'll have a smoke play. And there they go. Off still while they have this kind of fighting advantage. Looking to take it to complexity side while they're probably banking on the fact
no.
that Moo is
Baited by
farming
a
it up.
DD.
But yeah, the sweet little blueberry rune just looks so tasty. He'll unfortunately pay the price of trying to go for it. He still wanted to get and grab it, but he does pay for his life.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Demon is going to be the next victim as he is nearby. Forev looking to go in for any additional follow-ups, but
That was nice by Mason. He was showing top, and Complexity
Dire's
said, there's no way
middle
they fight
tower
without
is
the Bristle
learning
Back, right?
to
I
fear.
can take this one. Gotcha, baby.
Glimpse sent back. That's to the bottom lane. Firo long gone from this one and no TP. That means that DC can kind of just begin to go in now. After now clearing out Swindle Melons, they don't have to worry about his big dunk defense. And that's going to be a tier 3 down and possibly the Rax. Good Dubu. Oh, it's going to send him back
Send him
even
back again.
further. Oh, Firo's never going to be able to make it back home.
Feels like time travel.
Now he's isolated.
Back all the time.
Oh my god.
Firo back now, but he's back into a Laguna. Back to the grave. DC take a Rax at tier 3, walk away, means they can do shrines now. The rich get richer, and suddenly they're going to be 7k plus in net worth advantage.
What do you build on Bristle now? Probably a Radiance, just to secure the late game. Game drags.
Yeah, he's
Go
got-
for Octarine Core, he's getting close to level 20, so he's got
Yes.
lifesteal. He should be able to just tank it while Lina gets some more damage items. She can do the
I wouldn't mind
tower
the
damage.
Invisibility. That
Shivas and Heart build. Oh, he's going Heart. He's going Heart next. Yeah, I guess if you're going high ground, makes
A
sense.
gift from the tempest of battle.
Cold creeping in
Also
though.
the hero that hits.
Thinking about making a move for Bristle. He is all alone here. Seafric will spot him as he tries to frantically run his way out. Can he remain on his tail though? Mason is juking his way all the way through. They're frantically trying to find him with the Sunstrike. He needs 10 seconds before he can even TP out.
These Sunstrikes are not connected,
There's no real good setup.
It is getting hot now. Forev trying to move in while it is going to be Hero and Mason going toe-to-toe up and above. A big stack storm going to be dropped right on top of Seafric. That will easily take him down. Laguna on for Demon, and he will try to make a TP, but they will have a stun waiting for him. Mason's still waiting up here, stunned up. The rest of Complexity now desperately trying to make it out here.
Dire's
Are
middle
complete
barracks have
for the
fallen.
Bristleback. There is seemingly nothing that's left going high ground.
Yeah, they have no burst damage. The hero will not die.
They have to poke and poke and poke for so long. He just backs up, regen.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, the meanwhile, your tower's gonna be dropping fast because Mason actually hits pretty hard.
Dire's top tower is
Levels
under
the warpath
attack.
up and
Fights
Lina
for its life.
has a
Dire's
big
top
right
tower
clicker
has
right now,
been
almost
lost to
completing an
war.
MKB.
I mean, we already on the coL. All they need is just
I'll
that
take your-
one dunk defense to hopefully keep him in the game. Is it at that point already?
Yeah, kinda is. Swindle's got to go hard here. He's got to get to the back line somehow.
6-7 men probably to get them back into the game.
That's true. Yeah.
Has Mason picked up that heart yet?
Yeah.
He has it in hand now. It looks like they spotted out Seafric. Hard to be a bounty hunter at this point in the game. You're trying to move out, catch people from behind with tracks, and trying to get the intel provided for your team so you know exactly when DC could be making their approach and from where, but that track money is not going to be really simple. He's just still has not been able to get that Solar Crest. That Solar Crest might not never happen. That's great.
His Invoker levels are just so slow.
He didn't choose any talent, that's why.
I think in general, just the hero. It's like, it's 31 minutes. You're not supposed to be totally online just yet.
That's for me.
But look how much DC have accomplished in those 30 minutes.
Well, they are getting a lot of pickoffs with this
Speak of the devil. Nice Batrider initiation lasso pullback. But Swindle is kind of tanky here. Gets the Yules off afterward, but that only sets up an easier stun for Bulma. They're going to be able to bring him down a bit. Now Wicked's sick. And Swindle is going to be taken out for a minute. That you're not going to have to worry about that vicious dunk defense. It's smoother now for DC to try to get some more siege work done. And now is here comes the siege unit. Mason running right in to the front lines and begins to go to work on this tier 3. We'll have to see what Complexity can do. It's not their tournament life on the line, but they were just one win away from moving on to the grand final. It looks like DC are giving them a run for the money and trying to take it to a full game 3. That's going to be the tier 3 down. Mason loses all of his mana.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
DC are still fighting it out. Well, as they move in, Moose says we gotta do something about it. Tries to run in first, maybe in hopes of baiting out some spells or BKBs or anything, but DC are not taking the bite. And they pull out just entirely here.
Here, catch!
Yeah, once again, we'll see the game pretty much ending without the big clash. One is gonna get picked off, or they just chop the Raxes. People are forced to go in because you have mega creeps and you know you can't defend it, so the game just pretty much ends.
It ain't so. Could be right though. So DC are coming together now though, once again. Maybe a chance to spot out Firo, who's simply running out from his team, trying to get some sort of setup.
Cheese time.
I mean, really just kind of going down the docket here for DC. Gentlemen, what was the tipping point, you would say? Like, coL had a decent thing going, but what, the Roshan fight?
Right after DC took the Roshan fight, and then I think they felt like emboldened to take fights, and Forever like really got into the game, got some good pickoffs with the lasso, and then coL just sort of chain fed.
Yeah, I didn't feel any synergy between the coL and as Charlie said, no good setups for a Sunstrike. Also this Bounty Hunter, I mean, he's just doing his own thing, but not much contribution actually.
Nice stun, cancels up the Mason, and now 4 of them are going to take on the mighty Bristle here. Well, removing all of his mana will make it a lot easier, that's for sure. Eats the cheese though, has that mana back. Swindle says we might not want to do this any further. It's been taking way too long. The rest of the team could end up showing up. In fact, they're looking to move over and catch the teammates on the way in, and it looks like they will be rewarded for it. Dugo's been spotted out. He'll get hit with a track and a Sunstrike, and coL will pocket the money.
Oh, poor Dugo.
The only one that was kind of the reinforcement on the way.
Yeah, I mean, I think he had the right idea there. Hey, they're 5-man committing to our Bristleback who's not gonna die. Let's punish him for this. Unfortunately, I guess the rest of his team wasn't on the same page or couldn't get there fast enough. But I do think it was the right idea by him.
Money to burn.
I think I should have tried to go in through lane on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Because there's no way they kill that Bristleback quickly, because he has the cheese.
Yeah,
I don't know, they didn't blow Echo Slam, actually. That's the only way you kill Mason, right? Is that you chain stun him because he has the cheese.
Fly, my pretty, fly.
Perhaps just preserving the Echo for absolute means. Being without that as a high ground defense could be detrimental here. But here is DC giving it another try towards the bottom lane.
These Lina items are coming in too fast.
Yeah, suddenly.
MKB, then suddenly BKB. Is there any KB? KBBQ?
KGB.
KBBQ.
KBBQ.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Possibly some KBBQ after they qualify for TI. So, some pressure, cold snaps. coL committing spells to try to keep DC outside the base. Some good damage there under Forev. Now the movement from Swindle. Two-man dunk is there, followed Fissure. Then the Static Storm is going to be connecting right on top of Moo, has his BKB, tries to fight it out. They are going to be able to burst through that first life of Abed. Mason eats a lot of damage next, but he's still durable enough. Now the return fire coming out Laguna, not going to be enough complexity. Having the hold now, we'll be able to clean up another. 3 will be going down, it looks like, as complexity hold their base.
Oh, Mason.
Is
No.
under attack.
By TP, almost caught.
Great read by Swindles. Like, he needs to jump on that Lina. Even if she does have the Aegis, it doesn't matter. Like, she's the damage dealer. So yeah, at least like during that down timer, like she's gone. There's still not a whole lot of damage coming out from DC. And then when she comes back up, you can immediately put pressure on her again. So he recognized that opportunity, saw through the Aegis.
Yeah, when he jumped, thought it was gonna be a bad idea, but the Lina just instantly died. They cut BB's HP into half. Then it just once again took the 3 of them with Echo. That's a lot of gold for them actually. And also, I feel that the card from Bristleback is paying off.
I feel like he needs some damage or something.
Yeah, maybe AC would have been a better choice. Radiance, as I mentioned, to prepare for the late game if they somehow manage to defend. You saw him on top when they tried to go on him. Put a Melody, Cloud 4.
Deep Freak spotted out. Forev has that gem. And it doesn't take much for them to be able to swarm him. Take him out of the game.
I like this pickup. Swindle gets a BKB.
And no Echo for how long?
15 seconds now.
It's close, but they're already getting hit inside. This tier 3 in the top lane is not going to be here much longer. Can't take out of defense. He's counting down this clock. Walking in now. Mason gets hit with that EMP. Heads up to the Echo is going to be up and ready to work with here. Maybe even DC timing it out perfectly.
I think this really goes back to Austin's point earlier when we were talking about high ground defense. Like, despite how far ahead DC is, they had the Aegis last time. Like, the fact that you have to attack from one angle,
Radiant's bottom
and your
tower is
opponents
under
know
attack.
that.
There is little it can do.
It's so difficult.
Yeah, it sounds stupid, but it's actually legit. Especially when your 2 racks is down.
And that's something that's been in Dota forever, and then has only been, what, like enhanced further with like shrines being thrown in. Now even that one alley you have to siege into.
The type of heroes as well.
Yeah, of
Well,
course.
we no longer see the sniper lone druid. That was probably the worst.
Absolutely was. the
But
worst.
I think like Lina is still Invoker. Like those heroes still
Yeah.
very reminiscent.
Oh, all the people to find. It's Captain Swindle perched up on the high ground. He's going to be forced to dish out the Echo. Does connect onto the 2. And they're almost able to bring down Bulba. Mason, though, still holding on pretty strong here. He will be the first one to be dropped, but Moo is going to be the next one under that gun. He is going to be handled. Deep on the backside. Quickly used up as he tries to get out a good death ward. Buyback going to be forced out from the gyrocopter now.
Dire's middle
Complexity
tower
may be
is
going
under
all in for this Harava defense. It looks like they've barely managed to be able to get Dubu. No, Hero rushes past him, sees Abed, dances around him a bit. Forev all blinks, but he only gets to the high ground. He ends up going down. That's a gem on the deck that Seafrick is going to be able to move in and pick up. Mason still running around as they try to maybe kite back this Bristleback. Moo is going to be eating his own homing missile now.
Triple
On
fight.
the other front, Mason and Abed looking to pursue. Hero's able to make it out the other direction. Now Mason has to help out Abed, who's trapped on the other side.
no.
Into that fissure. Swindle gets hit with the Laguna. The Dragon Slave over auto attack. Not quite enough to get the finish. Over on the other side, double deafening blast coming out from Firo and coL, trying to surround onto DC at this moment. Bulba has returned from the dead and is now going to be TPing into the shrine, meeting up with Mason, but it looks like this one is over. The dust will finally settle, and it's DC who eats some hard losses there. 4 all day does cost coL a buyback on Moo for the defense.
Yeah, I don't think they realized that Pseudo Melons had a BKB in that fight. Because they needed to chain stun him and burst him immediately before he got that off. but they just thought he was gonna die quickly. But you know, he pops the BKB and then just destroys them in that fight.
Yeah, Bulba instantly died, had 0 impact. Then he came back later, managed to catch the Lina. Even if he messed up that enchant totem, like the idea was still right. He was hunting the Lina the whole entire time.
Yeah, but if you look at the mid matchup heroes, Invoker doesn't provide the 30% of Ina is doing right now. She solo killed what, 20, 15,000 seconds, 3 seconds. When you get that one big damage item, Bloodthorn, Daedalus, MKB, and Lina, pretty much, I don't know what to say about it.
To be fair, though, if it was an Invoker with 24,000 net worth versus a 15,000 Bristleback, you could probably see the Invoker, you know, one shot, or you know, not one shot.
Yeah, can't but if it's against this kind of Bristleback,
yeah, I think the point is, though, Lina will always get ahead like this, right? And Invoker will always naturally be behind this. Lina, like, wins the early game, wins laning phase matchups, scales well into the late game, and makes really good use of the gold that you
For though
naturally
he
get
dies now,
by
he
just
will live
resisting.
and die again.
Successful Roche takedown is going to be acquired for DC. They'll get their Aegis, and they will
Radiant's bottom tower
get 8
is
over to
fading
Abed.
fast. The
For
Radiant
now.
have called upon their defenses.
buyback with Gyro. But we still don't feel that
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And they get feisty here, fighting between 3 DC members. This one, 7 and
Radiant's
13
bottom
now.
tower is under
Tough
attack.
game for
There
Valve.
is no Yes.
Now the game plan going to be drawn out here. It looks like Dubu kind of setting the plan here, or they're saying push out all lanes, keep the pressure on complexity while you can, while that buyback is still in use.
They're so close to having an MKB on Gyrocopter. Like, he's willing to buy out too because he doesn't have buybacks. So.
Gyro would naturally go for disassemble Heaven's Halberd and get a butterfly, but Lina already prepared himself for that. He can't go for butterfly because of the Beyond Lina. One way to build if he can drag, just give me for damage, and then instead of going for butterfly, AC.
We'll have to see if it's a big enough ticket item to help hold once again, because at this point in the game, coL will need a couple of strong defensive holds to claim the network back and try to take this to late game scale. Mason's already making his move in. He has the cheats, which is almost like an extra life for here, Bristleback.
Dire
Even
structures
on
are
bed though,
fortified.
sieging out. It's going to be already forcing out the glyph from coL. He already lost one set of racks here, mind you, so this is going to be the third one to go down. Mason's there first, kind of stuck within this ice wall. They're just frantically moving around their positioning while DC are waiting outside. Looks like they'll step off, purge away the track while they can.
I'll take your tribute.
Head back indoors. Slow sieging process, very methodical, not exciting.
Very effective.
Not exciting, but effective.
This is pretty much how you got to do it now. TI7 is on the line.
Yeah, it's very, very tense. The team's fighting out, even though when they're pushed in a situation where they're mega.
Smoke out time. coL know that they're just going to be sieged away.
Yeah,
Shit.
Who turned
it's time to do coL things here. coL classic. Let's move out. Can they get in a good position before DC get themselves in the lane? Oh, they are
pings it out.
so close. What is happening? Do they know?
Oh,
Abed is running
Delina!
in. Oh, they got
Yes.
Delina first. They move it with a dunk. And they'll take out her extra life. Quickly, they'll follow for Rev. Grabs a hold of that Moo Gyrocopter, tries to pull them within the
Nice
trees, but they wait for the
enchant totem.
second life. Swindle Melons is there and ready. Bulba making his move in with the epicenter, though, plus the call down, and they are going to be able to get the takedown of Abed, but it's Mason, the next big boss. Popping his BKB and now trying to run out and away. What can coL do with this bit of momentum? They're thinking about making a chase here. Swindles wants to move in. He gets the Yule's connection onto Mason, which will set up the Glimpse. The Glimpse will send Swindle all the way back. And Firo cannot go any farther. But hey, coL do the push outside the base, and they have now given themselves more time to defend.
What a play from
Dyer's middle
Swindle once
tower is
again.
under attack.
Big Echo just
No
on Lina.
gale can stop the
Enough to take
flames.
first life. Also, Lina should be able to pop a BKB. You can't time the enchant Dota before he pops a BKB.
Yeah, that was,
After Aegis.
I mean, I felt like the entire sequence shouldn't have happened. Like, Bulma pinged it out. You saw him ping out, hey, they're smoking here. Just along the tree line. I feel like Sam read that, like, perfectly. But unfortunately, that comes in.
I don't know, maybe they didn't think coL had moved out so far down the lane already, and Abed was trying to be there to maybe catch out the first few, but...
Then he felt like he could point back, or he had a BKB and Aegis, so he felt safe.
He's kind of dataless now.
coL are doing it again. They're drawing out a new game plan, a new angle they can finagle in there.
This one definitely won't.
This time, though, Rev is waiting for him, scouts the report, grabs a hold of Demon, and pulls him into certain death. Ooh, as the follow.
Oh, no!
That is not the dunk. Moo is going to be going down first as he fights things out with the BKB. Swindle could be next, it looks like, on the back end of his Echo. He gets the Yules, but they have a Stagstrom waiting on. He goes on down. He's trying to run on forward, going for Abed. Abed, low on life, gets the Lotus up, but the Tornado was there and will take him out. But the rest of DC are still here in a good fighting shape, so they begin to move in and try to hit up the tier 3. Buybacks must come out now from coL if they're hoping to survive in this game number 2. There goes Swindles as well. The tier 3's already dropped. Mason, he's trying to move on forward and try to take down this Rax if he can. Meanwhile, Farev getting jumped on from the back lines. It's going to be Firo moving in. Mason's going to be forced to pull off and try to help him out, and it turns into a 3-on-1. Z-Freak and Swindle, they're in the mix too, but it's Mason with a BKB and they can't do anything about it, so he simply clobbers him down. And that is going to be the finish off of Firo. He does buy back though. He comes back into action, hits him with the Tornado and the Ice Wall. Swindle able to blink back and away. Mason can barely move and he wants to go for the Rax, but then there's going to be another lasso. This grab on the Z-Break, the pullback. Farev though, himself now in trouble. Hit with the Tornado, he'll go down. Buyback from the Gyrocopter now. coL is pulling out everything they can to stay alive in this game, and it looks like they've been able to fend off DC for now. Chasing down Bulba, they will find the connection and find the finish there.
Did they just 5-man buyback? With the next fight, Lina still didn't die.
Dyer's middle
The
tower
4-man.
is learning
4-man
to
bought back.
fear.
Yeah, so
Dyer's
Lina
middle
didn't have to
tower
use
has
buyback.
And there's a double damage sitting on top. Once Lina picks it up, I think that's...
Yeah, that was an unfortunate Echo by Swindle. To be fair though, the fight already looked pretty bad to begin with.
Yeah, and I think Abed, he was popping his BKB about the same time that Swindle's attempt to jump anyway, so.
Haste.
It's hard to play Earthshaker when there's all this stuff around you have to keep track of to not get your Blink Dagger pinged. Fire on the ground, Bristleback Qs. You've got
middle tower is
Epicenter
under
and
attack.
AoE that's not obvious either.
Last
Radiant's middle tower has collapsed.
damage with Gyro.
I think there's absolutely the best play. Just go fight them on their side of the map. Like, you can't just say, we're going to win 10 fights in a row holding our base.
Well, yeah, you got the DD.
Like, if you win a fight on their side of the map, then you can force them to buy back, and then you have an actual win condition that's real.
Every single successful engagement coL's been taking is when they initiate first.
No opportunity, it looks like right now, for the DD to find a good use in a fight against DC. DC have to turn now. They leave Mason to kind of farm through this mid lane, but I'm sure for most, eyes are going to be on Roche as he is going to be slated to come up in what looks like a minute and a half. So coL pressure the lane forward as best they can, scout things out, maybe still could take a fight on their side of the map. They find that opportunity. Farev is close, but he has that gem.
Why is there not a single lane mail inside of Complexity? Imagine Lina being so farmed right now. She attacks so fast, so she can't stop the attack.
Radiant's middle tower is losing
Yeah, the
its
enemy, like,
foundation.
the attack is out there
Yeah.
in the air. Can't stop it.
who would buy one. Maybe the Witch Doctor Bounty Hunter.
Bountiful.
I mean, Jimmy doesn't really have the money to buy very much at this point.
Honestly, Baymo will probably be more effective than Yasha.
Eternal Limb.
Move from DC here. They've smoked, they move in, they get the pop of the Lincolns, and then the lasso grab onto Firo. They're looking to pull out the Invoker. Stack Storm and Laguna. Still quite not enough. He gets the Ghost Walk and he's running out and away. One last long right click. It's not going to find its connection. Swindle moves in to slow them down with the help of a dunk. And it looks like they will be able to get the takedown of Abed. coL still trying to fight it out. Bulba, back line, big epicenter. Scoots himself up to the high ground and away from trouble. But coL looks like might need a bailout move here. He's been glimpsed and pulled back into the arms of Mason. Mason will do his best to slowly wither down the gyrocopter, and there's no escape for him. Now a Fissure follow-up from Swindle, looking to move in. A Chant Totem trying to burst through Bulba, and a buyback is going to be forced out from Forev. Two-man Tornado. Firo's back into action here. Gets the Sunstrike. Still not enough yet for Bulba. Self-Yules, burrow across to the high ground. Swindle's there. Gets the connection, gets the finish. Forev now blinking in. While that happens, it's Mason getting kind of between Z-Freak and Firo on the other end, while Swindle keeps Forev occupied. Mason just cannot make it through these ice walls and tries to get back into the fight. This time he's found the target in for Swindle, but Z-Freak is trying to slow him down. Long Tornado finds its mark onto Mason. The Sunstrike on the other side gets its mark onto Forev. Firo is just putting in the work in this long-winded fight.
Defend the base. Rain Track's under attack, boys.
Holy shnikes,
no.
That's gone for sure. Oh my god, look at all those creeps.
Sound echoes in the trees.
Unfortunately, that's a dieback for the Bat Rider, but you know, while Mason can't really stick on a target, none of these guys can really touch Mason.
Yeah.
He ends that fight full health, basically. Like, barely took a scratch.
Yeah. Well, now they can't move because Halberd plus it was 2 after last fight.
Now DC just moving for the Roche after all that work. coL, do not want to let this one up. Firo is running that direction. Tornado goes out, but just a bit too late. coL are going to have to retreat, it looks like here, to DC as they have that extra life. We'll give it to Abed, no surprise.
Sold the Bloodstone, went for Scotty on Lina just to buff up the stats. And Gyro can't move again.
Yeah, if he had that slow against the Invoker, he would have died last fight.
Because he would be in the range of oversight. Yeah, but with a Hex on Invoker, they can just lock her down. It's a 5-second PKB. And they have to do it twice.
One last Rex for DC to pull through.
Money to burn.
coL got a pretty good push going in bottom. If they just touch up mid real quick,
Fuel for my
they
fire.
can kind of push out and they might be able to find an initiation on DC once again.
We'll see if coL do something before that comes. They have been a smoke gank tizzy up to this point. Demon still holds one here. Could push out this mid lane a bit and then go for that unique kind of approach towards the top lane. There it is. All right, coL, what is it going to be? One Rax. Still holding on in your dreams of just ending this in 2 games. But it looks like DC are already just pulling off here. Not sure if they have the idea this is happening based on not seeing anyone on the map, but they are not going to be close to coL.
Do you get the Thunderstrike damage on Disruptor?
What's his
Dubu
other
did.
option?
It's plus 40 Thunderstrike damage, and that's for each strike, so it's 100 in total.
Yeah.
And then, but
Having a kinetic field.
Hard move in. Bulba going to be the focus of this. They get the lasso grab onto Swindle as he gets dragged back in. Mason's going to hit him with the Abyssal Blade, and they're going to try to finish him off before he can get any sort of dunk off, and they will be successful with it. Swindle out. No buyback on this.
Oh, what a
hero!
hold.
Jeez, Dubu just lays down a godly Static Storm that traps the 3 of them from within. Demon is going to be the first low target to go down. Firo is trying to muscle away the opponent's support, and Dubu is still not going to be finished here. Looks like they will get the better end. Onto Firo. All of Complexity, with the exception of that man there, has no buyback. It's only Firo to defend the base.
Good heart Complexity, but
Not enough.
You had to win again. You had to win like 10 fights in a row. They won like 4 in a row.
Still six
What?
more needed. Kind of hard to pull off.
Alright, we get some probably 5-man meteor, deafening blast, Gyro ulti.
Very
all
nice.
so dumb.
3-man ulti.
Yeah, he's played much better this game. I like this.
Dyer's top
They just can't stop him. They do too much. Megas are going to be unleashed, and coL are they're going to go for any possible opportunity in this game. Wait things out to see if they can get as many people available for one final hurrah, but this is looking like DC have earned their ticket into a game of this bracket final. Last tier 4 is down, and now it's all on the Ancient here. Mason Orchard gets to go to work, but then they find their opportunity to make the grab onto Moo. You got BKB Papa, they pull him right in and under a static storm. He will slowly be burnt away, and the hero should be next. At this point, the towel surely must be thrown in, and there it goes. Complexity will forfeit this one over, and it is going to be a Game 3 lower bracket final matchup between DC and Woo!
Bristleback just too strong. In